Imagine every morning being an uphill battle to do simple things such as getting out of bed, finding something to wear, or even just interacting with people on a day to day basis. These are all different scenarios that people with depression may experience or have experienced before. Depression can be defined as a mood disorder that affects the way you think, act, and perform daily activities. There are many different forms of depression that people are unaware of, but today in my speech I will only address three. One, major depression; two, atypical depression; and three, seasonal affective disorder or SAD. So the first form of depression I'm going to address is major depression, which is the most common form of depression amongst Americans. 7% of adults are diagnosed with this form. Um, Traumatic experiences, divorce, or death all can contribute to major depression. Symptoms for this form include sadness, helplessness, anger, suicidal thoughts, or homicidal thoughts. The second form of depression I'm going to talk about is atypical depression, and this is the most unique form of depression because the emotional pain turns into physical pain. People who experience atypical depression experience heaviness of the arms and the legs for up to 10 hours every day, as well as overeating and sleeping. So, with overeating, um, diseases like bulimia arise because you're constantly eating, and then it turns into a fear of being fat. So, you eat all this food, and then you binge, and then you repeat. So, that also comes out of atypical depression. Weight gain, fatigue, and helplessness also come out of this depression. The third form of depression that I'm going to talk about is seasonal affective disorder. And this depression only happens during certain parts of the year, such as winter, because it's not as much light in the wintertime. So places like London, England, or Seattle, Washington, people there experience seasonal affective disorder the most because the sun doesn't shine. So this is caused by the brain's reaction to the reduction in light. And the way that this depression is treated or cured is through light therapy. And patients that go through light therapy are given artificial light to bring their mood up or brighten their mood. Side effects or symptoms that accommodate this form of depression are fatigue, weight gain, helplessness. Many different forms of depression have similar symptoms because it's a mood disorder. So whenever persons or people come to you asking about depression or talking negatively about depression, don't listen because it is a real disorder and a real disease. I have depression, so I experience many of these side effects that I've named today, and I continue to live with it. It's a lifelong disease, and it's something that you have to learn how to cope with. So always remember that when people